Narcissists try to sabotage your life because they're simply evil. This is the proof. What motivates narcissists and other egotistical persons to behave the way they do? Many of us have difficulty deciphering the motivations and actions of narcissists. But everyone who has ever had to deal with or even known a narcissist will attest to their annoying nature. Let's begin with some background on narcissism by looking at its definition and evolution before moving on to the next section. Characteristics of those suffering from narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, include an inflated sense of self-importance, an inability to empathize with others, and an obsessive preoccupation with praise and admiration. Friends and family of a person with this disease may help shoulder the responsibility of caring for that individual in numerous ways. Why do we have to deal with narcissists in the first place? Narcissism is an authentic and pervasive mental disorder brought on by adverse events and trauma in early life. If you or someone you know has a history of chronic narcissism, it may have its origins in a childhood that was overly nurturing and unstructured. Narcissists in their youth frequently have two delicate psyches. Maybe they were spoiled as a kid, or maybe their parents had high expectations for them. However, it's possible that they're acting this way for a legitimate cause. There is no doubt that narcissists are capable of extreme cruelty. They often lash out at people closest to them to emphasize how much they despise themselves. If you provide a narcissist enough love and attention, they might be persuaded to trust you or see past your flaws. However, if a narcissist learns about your shortcomings, they may quickly reject any potential benefits you could provide. To a narcissist, the moment they realize you have flaws, they lose all interest in you and treat you with contempt. Listed below are 6 examples of the narcissist's cruelty. So let's watch this and see what we can pick up. One of the primary motivations for a narcissist is the will to succeed at all costs. When thinking narcissistically, there is no room for nuance. Either everything is perfect or it is deeply defective. Narcissists often daydream about being famous, rich, and stunningly attractive. Their goal is to incite envy in people around them, particularly in those who have achieved success in obtaining what they covet. Their warped reasoning tells them that you've succeeded because of them. On the other hand, their jealousy of someone else's achievement could be the result of a missed chance to gain your approval. To no avail will you try to persuade a narcissist of anything. They will just disregard your arguments. The narcissist isn't trying to hurt your feelings by competing with you. They just enjoy doing so. They are at a loss for what to do with themselves. When someone has nothing to lose on the inside, it shows on the exterior. Those that care about you will gladly acknowledge your success. Only narcissists can flip the script. Narcissists won't be there to celebrate your successes with you, and instead, they'll find faults in what you've accomplished. They'll do all in their power to stop you from achieving your goals. A second distinguishing feature of narcissists is their innate predisposition towards superiority complexes. They believe themselves they are superior and better than others, even if they constantly feel inferior. As well as bragging and making up stories about their exploits, narcissists may also insult, mock, embarrass, and sometimes physically attack their victims. It's common for narcissists to behave haughty in an effort to gain the admiration of others and control them. Narcissists, on the other hand, tend to admire and even worship persons they believe to be selflessly helpful or heroic. In contrast, a narcissist thinks little of everyone but themselves. Narcissists view individuals who are not in the spotlight as weak wretches who deserve to be treated with contempt since they are no better. Narcissists rationalize their bigotry by telling themselves that they are better to other people. Narcissists have inflated views of themselves, often thinking they are better or more important than other people. The narcissist will insist that they deserve any cruelty you dish out to them. If they think you interesting or useful, it could be a factor. Finally, narcissists have a low tolerance for constructive criticism. Narcissists struggle to take criticism well. To what extent we believe in our own ability to accept and improve as a result of criticism determines how well we do so. Even if they don't show it, narcissists take criticism very seriously. It's not uncommon for narcissists to lose their composure and cry when given constructive criticism. It doesn't matter if a critique is constructive or destructive. It would seem they have a low tolerance for constructive criticism. In that case, you'll have to concede that they were right and you were wrong. If you continue to criticize them without also accepting responsibility for your part in the situation, they will escalate it. They'll apply pressure until they get what they want from you. If they can't compel you to do what they want, they'll turn against you and declare war. If the narcissist responds negatively to the criticism, it may be futile to try to assist them learn from the event. Keep in mind that they are completely self-absorbed and will get even meaner if you criticize them. How can you stay out of someone's way who is completely wrapped up in themselves? Fourthly, narcissists have a hard time forgiving themselves. A narcissist is rarely driven by self-love, but by a profound loathing of their own identity. Still, conventional wisdom holds that it is the abused who should provide forgiveness to the abuser. Narcissists must endure the agony of self-forgiveness. Their avoidance of the topic is one of two ways people cope with their loss. They may decide that the details don't matter to their sense of self-worth, or they may add them to their list of secrets. There is little chance that the narcissist will be able to tell one from the other. The narcissist's false facade is revealed once you know what to expect from them. They have no empathy for anyone, including themselves, because they are soulless. Since their pride gets in the way, narcissists don't care about forgiving others. Because they are fixated on inhaling the poisons that other people give off, they will never stop trying to bring harm to others. 5. Narcissists exist in a world of their own making. Narcissists exude an unmistakable allure and charm. They are masters at creating a likable protagonist by giving them a tragic backstory of mistreatment. Their confidence and initiative are much appreciated. Their poor self-image makes us more receptive to the commercial pitch. They want us to fall into the trap of thinking that they are the only ones who can restore our vitality and sense of purpose. Narcissists and others who are preoccupied with themselves can make for compelling protagonists and antagonists. You'll be enthralled by individuals' accounts of extraordinary acts of bravery, selflessness, and success. When you think about it now, you'll realize how different things were back then. The superficiality of their existence belies the fact that they are kept from seeing the truth by their own delusions. This makes it easy to dismiss or rationalize away alternative points of view. When the narcissist feels that his or her carefully constructed worldview is being challenged, the narcissist goes into defensive, even aggressive mode. Their inability to accept reality will force those around them to shun them at all costs. Sixthly, narcissists lack empathy for individuals in their immediate vicinity. That's why narcissists have such cold hearts. They lack compassion and are generally cold-hearted. Their insensitivity stems from a fundamental lack of empathy. Narcissists and other self-centered people are unable to empathize with others. Instead, they develop an unhealthy and excessive preoccupation with themselves from a young age. Their parents provide for all of their needs, and as adults, they appear to care little about the problems facing those in their immediate social circles. It is not your responsibility to help a narcissist overcome a developmental deficit. Now you know that you are just a pawn in a game that fed their ego, and that you can't expect the same kind of emotional response from them as you would from a normal person. Narcissists are unable to feel empathy due to their egocentric character traits. That goes against their inclination to put others' feelings before their own. Therefore, they won't make an effort to understand your predicament. To avoid the narcissist's rages and coldness, it may seem prudent to give in to the narcissist's harsh demeanor and demands. Don't delude yourself into thinking that will help. The narcissist needs to be accepted for who they are right now, not for what you hope they'll change into. Put an end to making excuses for your destructive actions and refusing to acknowledge their consequences. Narcissists are notoriously difficult to change, so living in denial won't help. Whether you can maintain such a way of life without being egotistical is the real test. Stay focused on the tasks at hand. You may better identify and avoid unhealthy relationships, as well as foster more positive ones, by learning more about narcissistic personality disorder. Please subscribe, like, comment, and enable push notifications if you love this video and want to see more like it. If you found this video to be instructive, I encourage you to check out my other videos. Thanks.